This is a quick video review of the participation game we put on at the SELWG convention today in Crystal Palace in the UK. We were stationed opposite the Ground Zero Games stand and putting on a game using mostly the Ground Zero Games tanks using the Grunts 15mm sci-fi rules. This is not a blow-by-blow account of the game because we put on 3 games during the day. At times it got quite crowded with players around, so all I was able to do was take a few video shots during the gaming. The forces at play were basically a set of Kravac grav tanks with some infantry and powered armour which were loaded into that APC at the back there. They were coming in off the sea area and beaching near this sort of refinery zone at the front of the table. Those Kravac aliens had 2 objectives. One was to destroy a VTOL launch pad at the back of the table, and they also needed to knock out a refinery location towards the front. There we have a combat medic on a base with a droid, which she's supporting a small unit of New Israeli figures. The Kravac had the advantage of a traitorous New Israeli trooper who defected and was offering them advice on where to beach here. He was also partnered with one of the Kravac squads that had made an early landing. At this stage of the game here, this is the first little demo game that we're playing with a couple of players. You can see that Kravac striker has gone in quite deep. Some of the Kravac troopers are attacking that refinery area. We've also got a squad of Kravac on that small ramped up zone building there. The New Israeli troopers have support coming on there with 4 vehicles from the high mobility range from Ground Zero Games coming on at the back of the table. Apologies here for losing track over the game, but it was quite involved. A lot of people around the table, a lot of discussion of rules. So you can see at this stage that the Mecha Walker has come out to defend the city area and that VTOL platform to the back left there. The Roach VTOL has come up the table, and which is carrying some powered armour in it. And you can see that those Kravac tanks have landed on the beach area. And there was a firefight going on also between some Kravac on the small base on the left and the small tower area on the right where some of the New Israeli early defenders were being suppressed. Here we've got a Kravac squad who are facing down against some defence droids that are defending that small refinery area. There's a contract worker on the run. Those green shielded areas underneath the droids are representing their shields, which are overloaded if they take damage that breaches the shield. Until they do take damage though, they're pretty tough nuts to crack. This next shot is from a later game. I think this was the second game we played, and the Kravac did very poorly. Didn't really make it past the beachhead. One of their tanks destroyed and didn't reach any of their objectives, with some of the powered armour there have just dropped out of that Roach VTOL. This is the third and final game, which played pretty balanced actually in the end. The Kravac did make it quite some way onto the board. The New Israeli defenders with their tanks lost a few of the tanks, and the Kravac also lost some troops, so it's kind of balanced game overall for the final match. So it was a great day for Grunts. I had some really good fun games which I helped out in. Thanks to Ray and Duncan for helping out on the day and supporting the game and the rules. Also thanks to everybody that came by and tried out the rules on the day. A couple of you stayed by quite a long time, taking an interest and giving me some really good ideas and feedback to add into the next version of the rules. Oh, and a final thanks to John at Ground Zero Games, who handed us out some freebies which we gave to participating players. We'll hope to do that again at the Reading Warfare Show in November, where if you come along and give it a try, we'll be handing out some freebies from John at Ground Zero Games. We made some great use of combat medics and combat engineers in the participation game, and hopefully I'll have some more updates on that soon for you in the next video, so you can see exactly how the rules work for those. And there we are, just packing up at the end of the day with all my figures going into the boxes. Thanks for listening.